Hello, welcome to the Real-Esteem podcast. Today is April the 6th, 2018. I'm your host, Patrick Tabor, and today on the Parenting Edition, we're going to talk about self-control. If you'd like to listen to any of our previous podcasts or get more information about our book, please visit us at enith.com, EYNIITH.com. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate your level of self-control? Would you say you're a 10? Or would you say you're a 2? Is it certain foods that draw you into lack of self-control? Or does it kind of build you up and make you stronger to know that you have a challenge or a fight in front of you and you're going to win? You want to kind of control the circumstance or the situation around you. Well, as a parent, you got to have self-control. You have to really know how to manage yourself well, because you are, whether you like it or not, you are a teacher or an example for the next generation. And you want them to learn your good habits, and you hope that they don't pick up your bad habits. So having good self-control helps everyone in the household, because it helps things get accomplished, and it also helps the people who are going to be next in line to see an example of having self-control, putting things off or waiting until you really need to purchase something, or saving that cookie for another day as opposed to eating the whole box today. It's really helpful to see someone utilizing self-control. I mean, to see it in action, there's no greater benefit than to see someone handle themselves well. So in Proverbs 25 and 28, it says, "A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls." So you can imagine a home that just has the corner pillars and the walls have been taken down and everything has been stripped from the home. That's what it says a man is like when they have no self-control. We see examples of it every day when we turn on the news. You know, you can see someone who had a lack of self-control at that moment, and it really got them in trouble, whether they were arrested or embarrassed or put on YouTube, whatever the case may be. That didn't come because they had self-control. It came because of the lack thereof. In 2 Timothy 1 and 7, it says, "For God gave us the spirit of fear, gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power, love, and some Bibles say a sound mind, or of self-control," being able to manage yourself. God gave us the ability to manage ourselves, to be able to control our actions, our words, our responses. We have a choice in how we handle what we need to control in our lives, and we have to choose the right thing or the good thing. It's up to us. You know, if we're going to do something in front of our children that's going to be disruptive or may take them down the wrong path, we need to think ahead of time before we actually engage in that process and know that this is going to affect more than just you. It's going to affect them also. In Galatians 5:22 and 23, it says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law." We really need to get a handle on how we really function daily. We're supposed to have love, joy, peace, patience, kindness. But I know life is not easy, and it comes at you hard. And sometimes you think you're the only one that it's chasing. But really, we have to gather these tools and put them in our lives, put them in place so that we can handle. You're never going to know how to love if you never have to love somebody who doesn't love you back. You're never going to know what peace is like until you're in the midst of trouble and you have this this peace, this overwhelming peace where everybody else may be panicking, but you are not. To have the patience, you have to go through something to create patience. You can't have patience and you don't have anything that you need to wait for. To be kind, to learn how to treat people nice when they are treating you terrible. It is, we want these gifts, but we got to realize they come through tests, trials, persecution, pressure, all of these things come to build those gifts up, or those tools up in us. I mean, you have to have pressure. It says gold is refined in the fire, gold and silver. These metals are, they have to be burned so that the material around them separates, so that you get the pure and the whole and complete piece of gold that is there. You're not going to see that if it's still surrounded by the other elements that kind of hold on to it until it's burned off. Proverbs 16:32 says, "Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city." He who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. So, really, if you think about it, the strong man in appearance may not be as strong as the person that seems to lack the strong appearance. Sometimes it's the quiet person who no one really pays attention to that is gathering all the data and information that they need to succeed, because they're not touting their ability or showing off what they have, but they're gaining, if not more, the same amount that the strong man is gaining. So sometimes you have to really stop and think, are you doing what it takes to have the self-control you need to make it in this life that God has placed you in? So I hope you got something out of this today. Remember, your kids are valuable and you want to give them a great example. You need to be the best version of you so that they learn how to be the best version of themselves. I hope you got something out of this today. Be blessed, grace and peace.